wani kama da kai, ai babu wani.
Yeah, hello everybody. You are welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As usual, I'm Mr. Johnson Yakubusani, and today I'm out with another video. And today I still want to talk about the Chidimma Adetshina saga, but I'm coming in another way. And this video is because there are some minute number of Nigerians who are questioning her participation in the Nigerian Miss Universe beauty pageant. But I want to say this to South Africans because whatever South Africans are saying is false. There is no Nigerian that is saying that Miss Chidimma is not eligible to contest for Nigeria. But all they are saying are different things which I'm going to enumerate further in this video. Now, before we go further in this video, I want you to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that whenever I come with video, you'll be amongst the first to get to watch. And I thank you all my returning subscribers for keeping in touch with me all the time. Now, without further ado, let's go to the story of today. Now, let me give us a little background of who Miss Chidimma Adetshina is. We all know that Miss Chidimma Adetshina is born of a Nigerian father, but they say her mother is a South African of Mozambican heritage. So I don't understand how that one plays out, a South African of Mozambican heritage. But we are not talking about the parents now. We are talking about Chidimma Adetshina. Chidimma Adetshina was born and bred in South Africa. So if she was born and she was bred in South Africa, so Chidimma is a South African citizen, even though her father is Nigerian, even though her mother still has some connection with Mozambique. But we are not talking about the parents. We are talking about Chidimma. Chidimma herself, she was born and bred in South Africa, should make her a South African citizen. In Nigeria, if you are born and bred in Nigeria, I'm telling you, automatically you are our own. There are a lot of people that are born and bred in Nigeria. There are, like the Akim Baba Ahmed, I heard their father was from Sudan, but Akim Baba Ahmed, they have held sway in Nigeria in many different fields because they were born and bred in Nigeria. There are a lot of people like that are born and bred in Nigeria and they are Nigerians. So to be a Nigerian are two ways. If you are born and bred in Nigeria, then you are a Nigerian. Or if your father is a Nigerian, wherever you are born in this world, if your father is a Nigerian, you are a Nigerian. Because we practice something we call state of origin. We don't practice state of residence. We practice state of origin. So we follow origin. Your origin, where did you originate from? And your origin starts from your great-great-great-great-grandfathers. So if you are born of a Nigerian, wherever you are an origin of a village in Nigeria because your great-great-great-grandfather came from that village and we follow the paternal side. So this is how Nigeria is. So I want to categorically say that Miss Chidimma Adetshina is both a South African citizen and also a Nigerian citizen. So she can have dual citizenship because a lot of people have dual citizenship. So she can vie for any country and she can run for any country. We have a lot of people who I'm going to talk about here who were born and bred somewhere else, but they are representing Nigeria today. So without further ado, let's go on with our story. Now, clearly, if you look at our national football team, the Nigerian national football team, you will find out that there are a lot of players that are in the Nigerian national football team that we are not born in Nigeria. They were born in Europe. All their lives they live in Europe, but they are born of Nigerian parents and they have Nigerian heritage. But they were born in Europe and they lived all their lives in Europe. But today they are playing the Nigerian football team and nobody questions it. We don't question it because as long as we know your father is Nigerian, you are Nigerian. Just like I say, we do state of origin. So we follow origin. And if you are born in Nigeria, if you are born of a Nigerian father, you are a Nigerian. So that is why I'm talking about Ademola Lookman, who is now like today's Nigerian football star. He was never born in Nigeria. He never grew in Nigeria. I think the first time he stepped in Nigeria was when he came. I think I don't have facts here. I think the first time he stepped in Nigeria was when he came to play for the Nigerian national team. But the name Ademola Lookman, that's a typical Yoruba name any day, anywhere. We wanted Olaina, the same thing. We wanted to get Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka didn't come. We have all of them because they are born of Nigeria. They carry Nigerian blood. So they are Nigerians. So, so for that, Miss Chidimma has every right to represent Nigeria. And so if she was not born of a Nigerian blood, but she was born in Nigeria and bred in Nigeria, she is also a Nigerian because she has the values and the norms and the culture, and she speaks like us. She's already a Nigerian. There are a lot of people like that. So these are how our citizenship are being acquired to be Nigerians. So like the football thing I said, it didn't start from Ademola Lookman. And there are a lot of people right in time. I have to sort of some few names here. We had Ruben Agbola in the 80s or 90s and 90s. We had one called Abe, George Abe also. We had John Salako, Osaze Odenwinge, Ivan Ikoku, Truce Ekong, the Balogun, Calvin Bassi. These are all people that were not born and bred in Nigeria, but because they have Nigerian fathers, they are today Nigerians and they are representing Nigeria. When you look at our female national team, you look at somebody like Ashley Plunter, Tony Payne, Michelle Aloze, Ifeoma Onumonu, and the rest of them. They had Nigerian fathers, but they were not born and bred in Nigeria, but they represent Nigeria. So anybody who has a Nigerian father can represent Nigeria as a Nigerian. It is how Nigeria is. So now I want to talk about the dissenting voices that are questioning Miss Chidimma Adetshina's, and they are very minute. They are very minute because 98% of Nigerians are rooting for Chidimma Adetshina to go and represent Nigeria, to win the Nigeria and go to the world stage. But these 2%, they have a little question that they are questioning. And I want to talk about the question that I have read on social media on why they think Chidimma should not participate this year. So I want to touch on them, what they raised. Now, the first point that the people who are somewhat against Chidimma participating this year are raising is that the other girls are not fairly treated, that they are cheated because they went through rigorous processes of selection, of application, of entry and everything, and Chidimma didn't go through these rigorous processes, and it looks like bias. So they have that in mind. But let's not forget that somehow Ms. Chidimma had gone through same rigorous process in South Africa. And if she was able to pass them, I think she's qualified to pass in Nigeria. It's still the same Miss Universe pageant. So I think the same criteria are being used, whatever country you are, to get who or whomever that is going to represent you. So I believe that the silverbird, having seen that she was able to scale all through the South African processes, can bring her. It's just like the Ademola Lookman that I just said. If he was able to pass through the Academy of Football of London, and he was able to play for England youth level, and he was able to be playing in Europe, in England, and then in Italy, then we can't question him coming to play in Nigeria, even though he didn't pass through the rigorous Nigerian upbringing, Nigerian training in Nigeria. So, if we look at these two, we can see that she, having passed all these requirements and processes in South Africa, we can also say that she is good to just be adopted, to just continue from where she is. Because if you have passed WAEC, if you have gone to university and then you move to another country, there's no way you should go and start from high school again. No, I think you should now build from where you are. So for that, I say you people should allow her be. There is no bias here. because she has already gone through such rigorous process. Now, the second point that these people who are against her participating in the Miss Nigerian pageant are saying is that she needs to have time to know Nigeria's culture. Let's give her 2 years to start studying about Nigeria. Since she's going to represent Nigeria, let's give her 2 years, and then she begins to know about Nigerian culture, because she had not been in Nigeria and had not lived in Nigeria to really know about Nigeria, to represent Nigeria. And I still say, this lady, she's not a dull lady. There is the internet. There's everything, any question that she wants to be answered. There are people that can prep her, and she can go into the internet and learn whatever she can learn in a week or two. Me, I can learn anything about a country in a week or two if I go to that country, because everything is on the internet. So I believe, even though she had not lived here and had passed through experience to know about things, I still believe she can still know about things in Nigeria. There are some countries, I'm here in Nigeria and I know about many things happening in that country, or the lifestyle of those countries. I have never been to such countries, but I kind of know some things via information. So there are information everywhere for everybody to grow and for everybody to know. So I believe that we should give her a chance to participate in this pageant, even though we believe that she doesn't know Nigeria enough to like stand and talk and represent us. Now, another point some people are talking about is that already, because of public sympathy, that she already has public sympathy, so she is already been put there to win. That like most people will vote for her. That it's not a fair competition, because she is already very popular, a very popular person all over the world now, and the other ladies are not popular, which I believe is true, and which I believe, yes, she will have public sympathy. But it's not her fault. She didn't make herself popular. People made her popular. South Africans made her popular. Before South Africans descended on her, we never knew about her as such. So it is people that made her popular, not she making herself popular. So we can't hold her for that. She was made popular by South Africans rejecting her. And while the South African pageant is holding on to her, that this lady has passed all requirements and this lady is good to represent South Africa, but she is saying, but the South Africans are saying that she cannot represent South Africa, and that is why it became a worldwide issue, and that is why she became popular. So we cannot hold that against her, that she's already very popular and she's already skewed to win and in favor, she's already in favor to win than the other contestants, which I believe is true. Probably she's going to win because of her popularity, but it's not her fault. It's not her fault. So, having just discredited some of these points that you people are raising about her candidateship in the Nigerian, in the Miss Universe Nigeria, Miss Universe Nigeria beauty pageant. Now I want to come to South Africans. I really want to come to you guys, South Africans, because I don't know if you are confused or anything. Because there is no way you can reject somebody and come back to accept the person on the same grounds of your rejection. So I don't know if you are confused people, but I'm going to try some of the things that you South Africans are saying. Now, you clearly rejected her when she was to represent South Africa. You clearly rejected her. You told her she's not South African. You told her she should go back to her heritage. You told her all manner of things. You called her mother a fraud. You talk all manner of things. Now, we Nigerians who do not abandon our blood call her to come back home and participate in the Nigerian pageant. And you people are now saying, oh, go and bring it for South Africa. You are South African. How can she be rejected as a South African at the same time accepted as a South African? No, 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 no. These are opposites. Rejection and acceptance are opposites, so they cannot go together. It's either you are accepted or you are rejected. You cannot be accepted and rejected. So she cannot claim her. Some are saying that it is sarcasm, but it's a lie. It's not a sarcasm. The South Africans are laying a template where if this girl wins the Nigerian beauty pageant, they will come and say she's a South African that had won. If she goes ahead and even wins the Miss World, they will say it's a South African. So they are laying a template where, because they know when if she wins, we'll come for them and say, look at whom you have rejected. Look at whom we have polished and used. Look at, so they are laying a template here they will still hold on to something that she is their own. But you guys are lying. She is not your own. She is now our own. You rejected her clearly. She had dual citizenship, which she can choose whichever country she wants to represent. But you rejected her. So now she doesn't have, now it's like she's a Nigerian. So she will represent Nigeria and she's Nigerian. Now, I want to tell you South Africans something. In the um, just concluded Olympics, Nigeria didn't win one single medal, even a bronze medal. But a lot of Nigerians representing other countries in Europe have won medals for such countries. A lot of Nigerians, we see Nigerian names, we see Nigerian people, we see people born of Nigerian parents, we see people who have migrated from Nigeria to Europe and to America, and they have won medals for such countries. But we Nigerians, we have never gone to claim such medals. I say, because a Nigerian that has won this medal is also our medal. No, our chief of the Wrestling Federation of Nigeria had won a gold medal for Canada some years ago. And today he's a Nigerian working, but will never claim such medal. So there is no way, no matter what achievement Miss Chidimma Adetshina will achieve in life, there's no way you can come and claim it. She is achieving under the Nigerian flag. And we Nigerians, we have a lot of people everywhere. Check our basketball team that have been praised to have done well in the Olympics. Half of them were not born and bred in Nigeria. Many of them are born and bred in US, but by Nigerian parents, and they are representing Nigeria. So this is who we are. We don't throw away our own. And we hold our own and we don't agree for anybody to come and claim our own. So whatever templates you people are laying down to lay a little claim, if there is any success or victory that will come out of Miss Chidimma Adetshina, I want to tell you people from now, jettison that idea because you cannot win in both ways. She represents Nigeria, she's a Nigerian. And even though she's born and bred in South Africa, her blood is Nigerian. So if her blood is Nigerian, then she is Nigerian. And you have already rejected her as a South African. So she is Nigerian. Don't lay any template of coming to lay claim. You can't lay claim. you can't be confused people before us. No. You have to be people who take a stand. You can't be confused. You are neither here nor here. You can't be confused people and come into tell us sarcasm. What sarcasm? You are laying templates to come and claim her. If there's any glory that will come out of her. But you can't do that. Now there's another system that you guys are doing. You guys are massively voting for her. You South Africans, you are voting for her so that you can have something to brag and say, okay, for that lady whom you think is the most beautiful in Nigeria, she's a South African. But it wasn't a South African blood that made her beautiful. It's a Nigerian blood. It's a Nigerian DNA that made her beautiful, not a South African DNA. Have that in mind. You know all how you South Africans don't look like Miss Chidimma. You South Africans are always fat and big backside, and it is Nigerians that look like her. It is Nigerians that come out skinny and straight. So she's having a Nigerian DNA. She is running as a Nigerian. So you cannot lay claim to her. Period. You cannot take the glory of Nigeria. So we know where you are. We know what you are planning. We know what what you are doing is not sarcasm. What you are doing is you are laying some templates so that you will come and take the glory where you don't merit. And it cannot happen. And if she wins, well, you may claim that you groomed her first, but we are the one grooming her to win now. So you cannot come and take our glory. So finally, I want you, whether you agree with this video or not, please subscribe and ring the notification bell until I come your way with another video. My name is Mr. Johnson Yakubu Sani. Thank you for watching.